Some of Marvel's most famous heroes have had versions so strange that most fans don't even remember them. From animal transformations to wild alternate realities, today we're taking a closer look at some of the weirdest takes ever made. Get ready, because some of these might completely change the way you see these characters. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment sharing which version surprised you the most, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support really helps us keep bringing more awesome content your way. Mindless Hulk is a terrifying version of the character where all traces of Bruce Banner's mind and humanity are completely gone. In this form, he exists only as raw power, a raging creature that smashes everything in his path without reason or restraint. Different stories have shown him as impossible to control, a living disaster who embodies destruction itself wherever he walks. In alternate realities and special storylines, Mindless Hulk has even been treated as nothing more than a weapon of war. Without intellect or morality to hold him back, he becomes a tool unleashed by others to wreak havoc on enemies and allies alike. This version highlights the darkest side of Hulk, proving how dangerous his strength is when separated from the balance of Banner's conscience. Throg is one of the strangest versions of Thor ever created, born when Loki's magic transformed the god of thunder into a frog. Even with his tiny amphibian body, Throg was still worthy of Mjolnir and proved his valor in battles that mixed humor with surprising heroism. He fought enemies far larger than himself, showing that true worth is not defined by size or appearance. His unusual form made every victory even more memorable. In the swamps, Throg became more than just a joke character, rallying armies of frogs to stand against threats that invaded their home. His adventures brought a unique mix of mythic power and absurd comedy, yet his courage remained undeniable. Marvel embraced the bizarre, but also made him surprisingly noble, cementing Throg as a cult favorite among fans of unusual superhero stories. His legacy proves that even the weirdest heroes can inspire. Captain America once experienced one of the strangest transformations of his long history, when he was infected by a supernatural virus in the 1990s. This bizarre twist turned the star-spangled hero into a werewolf, complete with claws, fur, and animalistic instincts. Fans nicknamed him Capwolf, and the storyline showed him howling at enemies while still fighting with honor and discipline. It was both heroic and ridiculous at the same time. During this phase, Captain America retained his shield and sense of duty, but his powers were enhanced with lupine strength and ferocity. He leaped into battles with terrifying speed, combining his soldier training with the raw instincts of a beast. Despite the strange appearance, his unwavering patriotism shone through, proving that even cursed with a monstrous form, Steve Rogers would never abandon the fight for justice and freedom. Wolverine has one of the darkest alternate versions in the Marvel Zombies universe, where he is infected by the undead plague. Stripped of his humanity, he becomes a flesh-eating monster driven only by hunger and rage. His claws, once used to protect, now rip through innocent victims with no sense of mercy. This Wolverine embodies pure horror, showing how terrifying he can be without conscience. As a zombie, Wolverine retains his healing factor and combat skills, making him nearly impossible to stop. He stalks both heroes and civilians, tearing into anyone unfortunate enough to cross his path. The mix of his unrelenting feral nature with a hunger for human flesh makes him one of the most frightening undead in the Marvel Multiverse. It is a twisted version that demonstrates just how far corruption can spread. Iron Man 2020 presents a future where the armor is not worn by Tony Stark, but by his cousin, Arno Stark. Unlike Tony, Arno is colder, more ruthless, and far less concerned with heroism. He uses the incredible technology of the Iron Man suit for corporate power and personal profit. This version shows how dangerous the armor can be in the wrong hands, turning innovation into a tool for greed. Arno Stark's world is shaped by corruption and ambition, and his choices reflect a darker side of the Iron Man legacy. He is often portrayed as a mercenary figure, willing to sell his services to the highest bidder instead of protecting the innocent. His presence in the Marvel Universe is a chilling reminder that advanced technology without compassion can easily become a weapon of exploitation rather than a symbol of hope. Deadpool is one of the strangest Deadpool variants, coming from the Marvel Zombies universe as nothing more than a severed zombie head. Even without a body, he keeps his sarcastic humor, constant chatter, and chaotic energy intact. His grotesque form makes him both horrifying and hilarious, proving that Deadpool's personality can shine through even in the most absurd circumstances imaginable. He is bizarre, yet unforgettable. As part of the Deadpool core, Deadpool travels across dimensions causing trouble despite his lack of limbs. He bites enemies, annoys allies, and delivers non-stop jokes that balance horror with comedy. His bizarre presence adds a unique twist to Deadpool's legacy, turning him into both a mascot and a menace. Deadpool shows that no matter how strange the multiverse gets, there will always be a place for Deadpool's madness. His chaos never fades. Venom T-Rex is one of the wildest fusions ever shown in Marvel Comics, introduced in the Old Man Logan storyline. In this dystopian future, the symbiote Venom bonds with a massive Tyrannosaurus, creating a creature that is both primal and monstrous. The terrifying hybrid prowls the wastelands with unstoppable fury, combining savage instinct with the alien hunger of the symbiote. It is a nightmare vision of raw power. This version of Venom highlights the endless adaptability of the symbiote, proving it can bond with almost anything and still thrive. The sheer size and ferocity of the dinosaur amplify Venom's already frightening nature, making the Venom T-Rex an apex predator like no other. Its presence is short but unforgettable, cementing its place as one of the most bizarre alternate takes. Fans still remember the shocking image of that beast. Spider-Mobile was introduced in the 1970s as a strange attempt to make Spider-Man more marketable, giving the wall crawler his very own car. Built with web shooters, gadgets, and a flashy design, it looked like the perfect superhero vehicle. The problem was that Peter Parker barely knew how to drive, making the whole idea ridiculous. Instead of being impressive, the car became an awkward part of his adventures. Over time, the Spider-Mobile turned into an inside joke among fans and writers, often mocked within the comics themselves. Even Spider-Man admitted how silly it was to have a car in New York traffic while he could swing faster through the city. Despite its absurdity, the Spider-Mobile gained cult status and became a symbol of Marvel's stranger ideas. Its legacy shows that even missteps can find love in comic book history. Doctor Strange Fate is a unique creation from the Amalgam Comics line, where Marvel and DC heroes were merged into single characters. In this case, Doctor Strange combines with DC's Dr. Fate and Marvel's Professor X, resulting in a sorcerer of immense power and psychic ability. His appearance was regal yet unsettling, reflecting both mystical and mental dominance over anyone who opposed him. He felt more like a god than a hero. As one of the most powerful beings in the Amalgam universe, Doctor Strange Fate manipulated reality with unmatched skill. His combination of sorcery, telepathy, and magical artifacts gave him control far beyond ordinary limits. Stories portrayed him as a figure wrapped in mystery and authority, feared and respected by allies and enemies alike. Strange Fate's bizarre nature cemented him as a standout in the short but unforgettable Amalgam experiment. Pandapool is one of the most bizarre Deadpool variants, introduced during the Spider-Verse storyline. This version reimagines Deadpool as an anthropomorphic panda dressed in his signature red and black costume. The result is a strange blend of cuteness and chaos, with all of Deadpool's trademark humor and insanity packed into a fluffy animal form. It instantly stood out as both funny and unsettling. Like other Deadpool variants, Pandapool keeps the mercenary's unpredictable nature, cracking jokes while diving into violent action. The contrast between his adorable panda appearance and his bloody antics makes him unforgettable. Fans embrace the absurdity, seeing it as the perfect example of Deadpool's limitless potential across the multiverse. Pandapool proves that no matter how weird the concept, Deadpool can always make it work with style and madness. That wraps up today's video exploring Marvel's strangest and most forgotten versions of iconic characters. Make sure to hit like, drop a comment telling us which one blew your mind, and subscribe so you won't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for even more incredible comic book content coming soon.